Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing some of my favorite must-haves for things that you must have when you are going on a Disney trip. Now, of course, there are many more things than the 19 items that I'm going to share with you today that you should probably pack or think about packing for your Disney World vacation. But I'm just going to share my top 19 today, and I would love to hear from you in the comments below what some of your must-haves are. So let's just jump right in. The first thing I'm going to talk about are park bags. So when I go to Disney, I like to take 3 different types and sizes of park bags because we often park hop throughout the day. We usually go to our hotel sometime in the middle of the day. We end up staying out late at night, early in the morning. And so different times of day in different parks require different types of bags. And so we have a small option, a medium-sized option, and a larger option that I kind of like to alternate between. So I'm going to start off with showing you the small option. This bag is my favorite small option for taking into the parks. It is called the Dooney & Bourke North-South Triple Zip. And it has a great long handle, so you can wear it across your body. And there are a variety of colors. I have red, but there are a variety of colors. And the inside's a really fun hot pink color. But this is perfect for like my cell phone, maybe a chapstick, and that's kind of really all I really need. Sometimes I'll also throw in like my vlogging camera. I usually will wear that around my neck, but sometimes I can throw it in here, that kind of thing. So it's perfect for just when you just need a couple of small essentials. This is the bag that I love to use. And this bag and everything else that I mentioned today that I'm able to, I will link all of it below. I buy literally 80% of the items that I buy in my life on Amazon. I buy everything on Amazon. So all of this will be linked on Amazon, which is where I bought almost all of it, because we live in a small town and it's just easier to hop online and order from Amazon than it is to drive and spend a whole day out of town shopping. So definitely got this from Amazon and I absolutely love it. Plus it's really cute and I like the 3 different zippered areas. It holds quite a lot for being so small, but it's nice and lightweight and you can wear it on rides and it's just easy. So I love having this for those days and nights in the parks where I don't need a lot, but I just want a couple of essentials with me. My medium-sized bag option is this Bagolini Hobo Tote. This is the one that I use most often in the parks. This is what I usually start my day with because I like that it's big enough to hold a sweatshirt, if I'm wearing one in the morning and want to take it off, or if in the evening I want to bring a sweatshirt in case it gets cold. I love that. I love that it has enough space to hold like my autograph book. It has enough space to hold just a variety of different things that I might want to take into the park, whereas that smaller one is really just for the bare essentials, bare necessities. This one you can fit a little bit more into. I will, like I said, link. I don't believe that this exact style is available anymore, but I will share with you some other similar styles below because I have gotten so many questions from sharing this in both my packing vlog and then in a variety of my Disney vlogs, all of which are also linked below. I have lots of other Disney content. And I know people are interested in a bag like this. What I particularly love about this bag is that when it's worn crossbody, there is this little slit on the side that is the exact perfect size for my cell phone. So when I'm in the parks, I can just pull it out if I want to take a picture or if I need to go onto my Disney Experience app and change fast passes or make reservations. I can just pull it out. It's super easy. So I also use this as my carry-on anytime I travel, whether I'm going to Disney or somewhere else, because it's just the perfect size. I love that it's this nylon material because I can throw it in the wash once it gets dirty, and it has lots of little pouches and zippers, and I just love it. I could think about doing a what's in my Disney park bag if you would be interested in that, and this is the park bag that I love and have been using for the past several Disney trips of ours, and it's perfect. It's the perfect medium-sized option that you can fit quite a lot without it being too big, and also because it's nylon, it's super light. The bag itself is very light, which is great because I have back problems and I can't be carrying something heavy. So this is one of my most highly recommended items I'm going to mention today, is something like this, a medium-sized Bagolini tote, that's the brand, or any other branded tote that would be kind of similar in size and lightweight. My third and final option that I bring with me when I'm going to Disney for park days is this larger backpack. This is the North Face Classic Borealis backpack. I have had this for years and years. I absolutely love it. It's in such good condition. The bag itself is more structured. It has very comfortable padding on the shoulder straps and on the back of it. It has clips on the side so you can condense it down. And I love that there are so many different pockets. You can put water bottles in the side. Of course, you could fit a couple of jackets in here. We use this on days when we're going to Disney when we know that we're not going to have a chance to pop back to the hotel in the afternoon, and so we want everything that we'll need for the full entire day. Also on days when it's particularly hot and we want to bring a few extra things. If we know we're going on a water ride and we want to bring a change of clothes, we'll bring a bigger bag like this one. There are a variety of reasons why having 3 different options for bags works for us, especially since we typically go to Disney for 7 days, and so there's usually a variety of different circumstances, and so having 3 different options is great. So we love using this North Face backpack. Again, I'll link it below, but there's a lot of different options on backpacks. I think it's nice to have a backpack and then a medium and then a small. So those are the 3 sized totes or bags that we like to use for the park. Now moving on to the next category, which are items that I like taking into the parks. And so this is the for the parks category. So the very first thing in the for the parks category is an autograph book. I think having a little autograph book is so great. I bought this one off Amazon for I think $11. It was quite inexpensive. And it's just great to be able to get character autographs, although I think it's really fun and cute to meet both face characters and non-face characters while I'm in Disney. They make me feel a little bit uncomfortable because I'm not exactly sure how to interact with them. So not only is it a fun souvenir to get their autographs, but it gives you something to do. So if you want to go meet a character and you're not exactly sure, I'm not very theatrical, I'm not quite sure how to engage with characters at times, just having an autograph book is my favorite thing because it loosens me up, it makes me relax. I'll ask for their autograph, and then while they're autographing, we'll usually chat, and it ends up being usually a really good experience. But if you're the same way, or if you just want, you know, to have your autographs as a nice souvenir, that is a great thing to do. And I like this one because it has a strap up at the top, so I can put a Sharpie in it, so I have it all in one. It's really light, it slides into any of those 3 bags that I mentioned really easily. So that's my number 4 Disney must-have, and it is in the for the parks category. My next must-have, my number 5, is some kind of camera. Now the camera that I'm filming on now is called a Canon G7X. I will insert an image of it over here. I am completely obsessed with this camera, but it is not inexpensive. It is very much an investment. But if you're looking for the best camera, I am so obsessed with this Canon G7X. It's small, it's relatively lightweight for what a powerhouse it is, and what I love most is that the screen flips up. So if you want to take videos of you and your family, or if you want to take a video for, like, if you have a YouTube channel, or if you want to take a picture, like a selfie, but you want to be able to see yourself, then you can flip the screen up and you're able to see yourself. It's awesome. The battery lasts a really long time. It takes beautiful, beautiful, crisp photos. There's lots of different settings to get the photos that you want. This is the camera that I use almost exclusively, and I do have a DSLR camera, but I just much prefer this Canon G7X. It's just so easy to use. I love taking it to Disney, and so I really recommend taking some kind of camera. Now, of course, almost all the smartphones that are in circulation today have fabulous cameras. And so it may be just worthwhile just packing your phone and just using the camera that's on your phone. And that is totally an option for you. But if you're someone like me who I kind of just don't want to be touching my phone the whole time while I'm in Disney because I'm always on my phone at home, I like having a separate camera. And I also like it because it kind of helps not drain the battery on my phone as quickly. So anyway, something to think about, but you could totally just use your phone. My point is, definitely have some way to take pictures and videos because it's so worth it when you get home to be able to go back through those and relive your Disney vacation. We love doing that. My 6th must-have for the parks is a portable fan. Now this is particularly helpful if you are going in the warm weather month because it can get so hot when you are walking through Disney when it's crowded and there's like 100 degrees and it's super humid. It just gets hot, and there are shaded places, but there are some parts of the parks, like for example the World Showcase, that are just hot. Like walking around the World Showcase is just really hot. And so having a little portable fan can be really helpful. So here's what this one looks like. So this one is just a little, I chose the pink color, but I have a few different colors that you could choose from. And basically it can hang around your neck or you can clip it onto something. So let me show you. This is so helpful during those long lines, or even if you're just walking around, or if you're just sitting outside and eating. It can be helpful if you have kids and kids who can't handle the heat. This might be great. So There's a long strap that you could put around your neck, but it's adjustable, which is great. So if you are, like I said, if you're using it for your kids and you want it to be a shorter loop, you can also pull this apart and hook it onto something. And on the side, there's just a little switch on. As you can hear, it makes a noise, but it's not super loud, and the air comes out the top. And so if you're wearing it, it just blows air into your face, which is just really refreshing and nice, frankly. And I like that it's not super loud because you're not walking through the parks just like making this loud noise. It's like a nice subtle way to get some air flowing if you are, you know, getting hot. So a portable fan, they're not expensive. They're such a life changer when you are in Disney during the warm weather months, and just such a nice way to refresh and cool off after you've been waiting in a long hot line or just walking around or whatever the case may be. So I definitely recommend getting a portable fan, and this one's really lightweight, easy to pack, it's small and slim, and I think you'll thank me for it. My number 7 must-have for the parks is a plastic poncho. So this is just a little emergency poncho. It is in a tiny little box. It's super easy to throw into one of the bags if you have a bag that you're taking into the parks that day. And it seems to be that whenever we pack this, it doesn't rain. So we haven't encountered a whole bunch of rain on our Disney trips, but whenever we are heading out for the day, one of the very last things we do before we leave the hotel room is we check on our cell phones and see what the weather's supposed to be like for that day. Now, especially in Disney World in Florida, where rainstorms are just common, they roll in, especially in the warmer weather months. Summer storms just come in and they roll in and out really quickly. It's nice to know, but we've gone in January for the past few years, and so that's typically when we go and there's not as much rain, but we just check the weather. And if there's supposed to be rain, we throw in our ponchos. And that way we know that if we get caught in a rainstorm, we don't have to completely get soaked. We can at least stave off a little bit of the water by having a poncho. If it's really supposed to rain, then we will bring our portable umbrella, and we'll bring like rain gear and things like that. But on just a typical day at the park where there's just a slight chance of rain, this is perfect. Again, very lightweight, very easy to pack. It's also great if you're going on a water ride, like if you're going on Splash Mountain or Cali River Rapids and you don't want to get completely drenched, you'll probably still get wet some. This is a great way to at least cover yourself a little bit so that you don't get quite so drenched. And definitely, if you can, bring this with you. The Disney ponchos that they sell in the parks are so expensive, and this is literally like $1 or $2, and so it's really worth buying these ahead of time, packing them with you, rather than buying them when you're on the spot and you need one. My number 8 must-have is a portable cell phone charger. This is so critical. You will use your phone so often when you're in the parks, specifically for the My Disney Experience app, which is where you can manage your fast passes, you can check times for things and shows and parades, you can manage your Disney dining reservations. All of those different things are all within the app. If you have the photo pass, then you can check your photos on there, all that kind of stuff. And so this is really helpful to have. Again, really slim, really lightweight. I didn't mention this in this video, but I have pretty severe scoliosis, which is curvature of the spine, and it's just a part of my day-to-day life. And so I have to be really cognizant and thoughtful about what I carry, because weight on my shoulders is really detrimental to me, and it can be really, really painful, and so I have to be really thoughtful about that. So that's why I keep mentioning that things are lightweight, because for me in my life, that's something that I really have to be thinking about. Anyway, this is nice and slim. Again, it is lightweight, and you just use this plug to plug it into a charger to give it a charge, and then a small little plug to charge your phone. What I like about it is that this little plug is flexible, so you just plug your phone in and you can just, your phone and this are just kind of one. As it's charging, it charges really quickly, and then when you're done, you're done. I have this little tiny Vera Bradley case that I keep all of this in, and I just keep this in my park bag on days when we're gonna be in the parks for a while. It's really helpful. I highly recommend having a phone charger, and if you are going with more than one adult, I would probably bring 2 or get one of the phone chargers that has multiple charges per use, just because you will probably go through the juice on your phone, especially if you're using it for photos and videos. You will definitely probably go through it. And so anyway, a portable phone charger is definitely a must-have for me. All right, we are moving on to a new section, and so number 9 is in this section, and this section is comfortable clothes. I am such a big supporter of wearing comfortable clothes to Disney because it is so much walking and you are just moving all day, and that's part of what I just absolutely love about Disney vacations is that there's so much activity, there's so much to do, there's so much to see, but at the end of the day you are moving all day, and so you want to make sure that you are very comfortable, because if you're getting like a rash or you're being like chafed or just like really uncomfortable in what you're wearing, I think that could totally take away from the experience of your vacation. So it's just nice to be thoughtful about what you're wearing and make sure you're wearing comfortable clothes. So I'm going to share a couple of my favorite comfortable clothes. These are for women, obviously, but if you're a man and you're watching this, go ahead and leave a comment below with what your favorite comfortable clothing items are to wear. So since we usually go in January to Disney, I typically wear leggings every day. Now leggings might be a little hot for the summer months, but I'll show you what I wear in the warm weather months in just a minute here. So I wear these black leggings. I am obsessed with them. The brand is called Bayleaf. I think it's B-A-L-E-A-F. Belief? Maybe Belief, like it's supposed to be Belief. Anyway, here's the brand right here. I love these leggings. They are from Amazon. They're about $16. I have many pairs of them. I'm literally wearing them right now as I'm filming this video. I love them. I've shared them on my blog a dozen times. I keep having readers who have bought them per my recommendation come back to me to tell me how great they are. They're just fantastic. They're not expensive. They are not see-through. They're comfortable. They're a nice thick material, but they're soft. They're not too hot. They fit well. I like that they have a thick waistband because it like prevents the muffin top situation from happening. I just love these leggings. So if you're looking for a nice pair of leggings going to Disney or not, I highly recommend these, and they come in a variety of colors. Again, I'll link them below. But for Disney, for me, I wear these almost every day. They're just so comfortable to wear for me, and I mean, they're easy to walk around in all day. They don't rub. I just love them. So these are my favorite leggings, the Belief leggings off of Amazon. Again, they're very affordable and they're not see-through, which is a huge win in my book for leggings. So that's my number 9 in the comfortable clothes category. My number 10 must-have is also some kind of pant situation, although these are, that was a very weird way to say that. These are shorts. But these would be the summer version of that. And these are the Nike Tempo shorts. I love these shorts. I am so obsessed with these shorts. They're super lightweight and breezy. They're so comfortable. They're just so easy to wear when it's hot outside. In fact, in our Texas summer months, I mean, I have like 3 pairs just right here. Here's another pair. Here's another pair. These are like pink and orange and purple. I probably have like 8 pairs of these, and I wear them literally every single day of this summer in Texas because they're just so breezy and lightweight and comfortable, and I love them. So if you're looking for comfortable shorts to wear during the summer months in Disney, I highly recommend the Nike Tempo shorts. They work so well for me. Number 11 are comfortable bras. Now, I don't have any bras here that I'm going to show you because I just feel like that's crossing a little bit of a line, but I just want to talk about a few of my different favorite ones, and I will link them below. My favorite structured traditional bra is from Third Love. I've written an entire blog post about Third Love bras. I am completely in love with those bras. I think they're so comfortable. I find myself reaching for my Third Love bra over my like sports bras because they're just, I find them to be just so incredibly comfortable, and I love them. I've written a whole blog post. I'll link it below. I'm not sponsored. I've never been sponsored. Third Love has never paid me any money. I bought it, you know, I bought the bra that I have completely on my own, but it's just a great brand that I really enjoyed. So anyway, I'm going to pop that link below. There's also a pack of bras that are like sports, like comfortable sports yoga kind of bras that I got off of Amazon that I love wearing to Disney. They're super comfortable and just really easy to wear, and so I'll leave that link below. And then there's a third and final one that I really like that is kind of in between. It has a little bit more structure to it, but it's still that really stretchy, comfortable material, and so I'll pop a link to that below. So if you are a woman who is looking for comfortable bras, then there are 3 options for you that you can check out and try. Of course, women are all different shapes and sizes, and so what works for me may not work for you, but I'm just letting you know what has worked for me with regards to going to Disney. And especially under my arms, I have very sensitive skin all over my body, but under my arms in particular, I definitely will get that like rub where my skin just feels really rubbed raw if I've been wearing an uncomfortable bra and then walking all day in it. I just get that, like, I don't know, I guess it would be called chafing, and it hurts. It's not comfortable, like it really hurts. And these 3 options that I just talked about have really helped me out and have really eliminated that in Disney so that I can enjoy my trip and I'm not worried about like my skin rubbing. So that's that on the bra front. Moving on to number 12, which are comfortable shoes. So I'm gonna share my 2 favorite kinds of shoes. Every time I go to Disney, I bring 2 different pairs of shoes. These I wear a lot, so excuse that they're not fresh and clean. But I always bring 2 different pairs of shoes and I alternate between them between each day, and even morning and afternoon I'll sometimes switch out shoes just because it's nice to kind of rub your feet in different places, for lack of a better way to say that. If you wear the exact same pair of shoes, you are probably more prone to getting a blister. That's what we did on our very first trip, and it was not very fun. We definitely had blisters in a few places because when you wear the same pair of shoes, you're rubbing your feet the exact same way. So these are the Mizuno Wave, and I guess that's what they're called. I will link them below. They're very comfortable. These are very structured, and they are great if you, like, I have knee issues as a result of my back and hip issues as a result of my back, and these are just very structured, and they help keep my body in alignment. They're very supportive in the foot. I just think these are really good. And then my other favorite are these Nikes, and I'm not sure what the style of these are called, but I will link them below. These are very comfortable. These are less structured and less supportive, but very comfortable. This whole bottom part is really squishy. I love this mesh on them. They're very breathable and airy. And so wearing very different styles of sneakers is really helpful for me as I'm going about my Disney days. I know some people really like wearing things like Crocs, or there are certain different kinds of, I've seen in a lot of the Disney groups on Facebook, there's like a kind of Skechers walking shoe that a lot of people swear by. So whatever works for you is totally great. For me, wearing sneakers is the only way that I can go. I cannot, any other kind of shoe hurts my feet too much and doesn't work out for me. So those are the 2 that I like, but I just would recommend that no matter what kind of shoe works best for you, that you bring 2 pairs to alternate between. Unless you're very sure that you can just wear that 1 pair all the time, all week long. There's just so much walking in Disney. The last time we went, we calculated that we walked in one day 18 miles, and I wouldn't say that that's very uncommon. And that wasn't us doing some kind of challenge or going to all 4 parks or anything like that. That was like a normal day in Disney. There's just so much walking. And so making sure that you have a lot of things to take care of your feet, which we will get to here in a second, is super important. One of those things, of course, being comfortable and supportive shoes. The next section is, I'm calling comfort care, and these are items that will help you and your body stay comfortable. As you can see, that's a huge focus of this video, because for me, if I'm uncomfortable, if my feet are blistered and I have like a chafing under my arm and all these different kinds of things, I have a really hard time checking into the vacation because I'm just so uncomfortable. And so if I can take care of all of those things and be really comfortable, I tend to have a better time on my vacation. And I think a lot of people are like that. So my number 13 must-have, and this is like up there with the medium-sized tote bag that I'm obsessed with, is moleskin. So I will insert a close-up of what this looks like. It's basically flannel soft padding that's on a sheet, and you can cut it and then wrap it around any part of your body that is hurting or rubbing or whatever. I've used this on my feet if there's a place where my shoe is hitting. I've used this on that spot that gets rubbed. I've used this when I played lacrosse. I use this all the time, constantly. It is so great. It just creates a barrier between whatever clothing item or whatever skin or whatever is hurting, and it just creates a thick, comfortable, soft barrier. So this is great. We take this on every single Disney trip. We cut it up in strips, and I wrap it around my pinky toes every single day of every Disney trip, which is so silly to say, but my pinky toes, I have really wide feet, and no matter how big of a toe box I get in my sneakers, they rub, my pinkies rub, and so this is what I use. So I just wrap this around my pinkies every morning, my pinky toes, and it's amazing because I don't get blisters and I'm feeling comfortable and great. So that is the Dr. Scholl's moleskin. I highly recommend this. If you've never used it, you will love it. It's so awesome. The next item in this comfort care section, which is number 14 on this list, are Band-Aid Hydro Seal Blister Heal cushions. That is what they are called, and they are amazing. They have this thick gel barrier, and so if you've gotten a blister on your heel specifically, but you could use it somewhere else, you put this on there and it just creates a thick cushy gel barrier between your heel and your shoe, and that is a lifesaver if you've gotten a blister, because like I said, you have to walk when you're in Disney. There's just a lot of walking, and so this is a game changer if you get a blister on one of your first days, so that your trip won't be ruined at all. You're protecting yourself, you're allowing that blister to heal, but also you're super comfortable as you walk. So we love these things. They're just so great. So the Band-Aid Hydro Seal Blister Heal cushions. The next item in the comfort care section, which is number 15 on this list, is foot powder. Can you tell how much I'm talking about feet? It's so funny because I always feel like such a loser when we are doing Disney vlogs, because I just end up talking about my foot care like so often, because it's always on my mind, because I know myself and I know that if my feet just get to be a mess, I'm not gonna be able to really have that great of a time, because it's just painful and there's so much walking. And it's funny because people have been commenting so often like, oh my gosh, I totally agree. I remember my feet hurt so bad. We didn't take care of our feet. And so I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. And on our first Disney trip, we did not take these precautions and it was rough. I really wish we had. So I've gotten so much better about it. And now we like go to the complete other end of the spectrum where we are super thoughtful about taking care of our feet, because it allows us to just enjoy our time throughout the whole week instead of the first couple of days being fun and the rest of the time being in a lot of pain. So anyway, we always bring some foot powder. So this is the Dr. Scholl's Soothing Foot Powder, and this is the Gold Bond body powder, but basically they're the same thing. This little one sometimes will pop in our park bag. This we put either of these into our shoes. It just helps to absorb moisture because you're walking so much, and even like I don't have particularly sweaty feet, but if you're walking so much, your feet are gonna get hot and sweaty, and so it's nice to have this to just put in there. Sometimes we'll even put it in our socks just to keep everything dry, because when your feet are dry, they're not gonna get rubbed in the same way that they would if they're moist. I know a lot of people don't like that word, sorry. So you know what I'm saying? So if you don't want to buy a big one of this, then just buy a little one, and you can keep it in your hotel room, pop it in your park bag if you need it, but you will love using this. Number 16 are these little tubs that are called Go Tubs. I have 3 of them, and you basically just squeeze the sides, and when you open it up, you can see that there is medication inside. We keep ibuprofen with us, and I use that to manage my back pain primarily, but also it's nice to have in case you get a headache or whatever else. But if you wanted to bring stomach medication or something like that, they're super easy, they're small, they're lightweight. You can just bring a couple of pills with you into the parks throughout the day, and they lock tight, so you're not gonna have like ibuprofen all over your bag. But I love carrying these with me to Disney. Some people get concerned that if it's not in its original bottle that you're not going to be allowed into Disney or whatever. And if you are concerned about that, then I will link below on Amazon. You can buy individual packs of medicine, which is really easy and perfect. You can probably also just go to the Disney First Aid Center, but that's kind of a pain if you're out and about. Or you can buy the little mini versions of like a little mini Advil bottle. I will say though, I've brought this with me to Disney many, many times. I bring it every single time that I go, and I pretty much carry it with me every day, and I've never had any issues getting through security. So that's been my experience, but I understand if you don't want to risk it, then you could go ahead and get something that has, you know, the label on it, if that would make you feel more comfortable. But I love these little Go Tubs. I think they're so great for packing, and they're so easy to carry around the parks. My next item in this comfort care section is some kind of muscle rub. So I have 2 options here. I really love this BioFreeze muscle rub. It smells really minty, like menthol, but it is not colored, it's completely colorless, and it really gives it's like an icy hot gel basically. So if your neck is hurting, your back is hurting, your legs are hurting, your feet are hurting, whatever's hurting from walking up to maybe 20 miles in a day at Disney, day after day. It's usually not the first couple of days that we need to use these kinds of things, but like later in the week after we've been walking all week. Anyway, so BioFreeze is a great option. I love using it for my back, but it's great for, you know, like I said, legs or feet as well. It just helps to relax and cool and just relax those muscles. So that's an option that you can grab. I buy this off Amazon, but you could grab it probably in a drugstore as well. A more naturally minded option that I have a little muscle rub, a little jar of muscle rub that I made with essential oils. I will pop the recipe below. So if you want to go that route, you could go that route, but having both of those options is so helpful, again, because when you're just walking that much, I mean, my husband and I are healthy, active people, but we don't typically walk 20 miles every single day for 7 days straight. And so having these different things in place really helps to make sure that you can just focus on having fun and you're not worried about your body aching and hurting and all that kind of stuff. The last thing in this comfort care section are shoe inserts. I am obsessed with these Superfeet green. They have like a heel cup, and so I've struggled with plantar fasciitis in the past, and this really helps to eliminate that or at least lessen it. They're super comfortable, and what I love about these is that when you have these, plus you have your shoes, without these, it's basically like having two separate pairs of shoes. So oftentimes I'll pack the inserts, which are in here. Oftentimes I'll pack the insoles in my park bag, and I'll wear these for the first few hours, and then I'll take out the insoles that are in here and pop in the Superfeet, and it's like a whole different pair of shoes. They feel completely different, and I'll wear that, and then in the afternoon I'll wear the other pair of shoes and then pop these in for the evening. So it's like I've alternated between 4 different pairs of shoes throughout the day, which for some people, for people who maybe don't have back problems or feet problems, that kind of thing, that's definitely would be overkill for you. But if you're in the same boat and you have those same kinds of issues, doing something like that can be really helpful for making sure that you feel really comfortable and you're not in pain throughout the day. Moving on, the last section is Disney books, and I think Disney books are so much fun to bring with you and read before you go. I'm going to share 3 of my favorites today. One of my very favorites is called Hidden Mickeys, and this is awesome because it shows you all of these different places. It talks about all these different places all over Walt Disney World where the Imagineers have put hidden Mickeys into the architecture, into the rides, into different places. And so if you're waiting in line, or if you just want a little bit more of a low-key day, this has, I mean, just all of the pavilions in Epcot are in here, all the different parks, some hotels, all these different things. And so it's super, super fun if you are just kind of walking around to kind of try to see if you can look and find, and it's like a little field guide to finding all of those different hidden Mickeys. So we have a really good time with this. A lot of times when we go back to our hotel, if we go back to our hotel in the afternoon, we will pop this out, and depending on where we're going for dinner or whatever park we're going to that evening, we'll read through this and find out where we should be looking, and then when we go, we will look for it, and we have a really fun time. So I highly recommend this. It's fun to read ahead of time, but it's definitely fun to look at while you are there in the parks. And the next 2 are kind of companion books. The first one is called The Hidden Magic of Walt Disney World, and then this is The Hidden Magic of Walt Disney World Trivia. This one I would say is a fun read before you even get to the parks, because it's fun to hear all different information about how the parks were created and all the different behind the scenes kinds of things. It's just really interesting. I really highly recommend it. And then this one is trivia about Walt Disney World and all these different kinds of things. And so this is great. We've brought this on the plane with us before, and we've kind of quizzed each other on the plane and just had fun doing that. You could also take this out to dinner, especially if you had kids who might want to, you know, have something to engage with. This would be a great book to do that with. So there are 3 books that we love that just make our trip just a little bit more fun. We really love reading through these and having them with us on the trip, and reading them in between trips to just give us our Disney fix. And the last must-haves I have for this video, of course, are some teas from my Etsy shop. Now, when I went to launch my Etsy shop over 2 years ago, the thing that took the longest to get it launched was figuring out what teas I was gonna sell. I went through about a dozen iterations because I was looking for a very particular t-shirt. I wanted it to be very, very comfortable and thin and breezy and lightweight and soft and just easy to wear, and especially with regards to wearing it in the parks. And so these shirts are perfect. I absolutely love them. I stand behind them completely. They are a thin tri-blend material. They're super soft, and it is the #1 piece of feedback I get from my customers is that these shirts are so comfortable and so soft. Oftentimes I will get tagged in pictures of my customers wearing like a fall themed shirt or a Christmas themed shirt in like the completely opposite season, because it's the most comfortable shirt that they own. And so if you are looking for shirts that are cute and Disney inspired but are not uncomfortable, that are very, very comfortable, I have some shirts for you. So I'm just gonna share a couple of designs, and I'll share a coupon code with you in case you want to go pick some up. So here is one of the Moana designs, and this is on a navy V-neck, and I have all different kinds of v-neck colors, all different kinds of crew neck colors. I have tank top colors. We have another style of tank in the works that is coming up soon. We have sweatshirts, we have kids shirts, we have tote bags. So these are not only available on the color I'm showing you. In fact, every shirt is made to order, so I will print any design on any garment. And so if you don't see what you're looking for, send me an Etsy conversation. I'd be happy to help you out. But here is Moana on navy, which is a great little match. Love this one, it's a bestseller. The next one I'm going to show you is a Magic Kingdom Day shirt. This one is also a bestseller. I love this one. A lot of people lately have been ordering this on tank tops because the weather is starting to get warmer. This is on a white v-neck, but people have been ordering this on the teal tank top and the coral tank top because it's just such a fun thing to wear into Magic Kingdom for the day. Then I have, this is one of my very, very favorites. It's a black v-neck and it has our happily ever after design on it, which is perfect. I wore this to the happily ever after dessert party when I went back in January and got a lot of compliments on it. People loved it. And then last but not least, in this, of the ones I'm going to show you, there are many more, but I'm just showing you a little sampling, is the Cold Never Bothered Me. Anyway, this is an ice blue crew neck with black. We also will print this in silver, so if you want silver ink for the Cold Never Bothered Me. Anyway, so I am going to make the coupon code Disney15 and I will write that in here. And so if you use Disney15, you will get 15% off through the end of April. So you have the next few weeks to go ahead and enjoy that coupon code from my Etsy shop, and that's 15% off your entire order. So I hope you enjoy if you are going to Disney soon and you want to grab a couple of super comfy but also cute and stylish Disney inspired tees or tanks or sweatshirts or whatever you're looking for. I hope you'll go check that out. My Etsy shop is blairlambdesign.com, but also, like I said, there will be a link below and the coupon code will be Disney15 for 15% off. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope I gave you some new ideas about things to pack for Disney. If you're going for the first time, I'm so excited for you and I hope this was helpful. I realized there was a strong focus on comfort and keeping yourself comfortable, but I personally feel like that is a huge thing that people often miss or don't realize when going on a Disney trip, how important it is to make sure that you stay comfortable, because it is a lot of walking and it is a lot of standing. And I just want to make sure that you're having so much fun on your trip and you're not worried about your feet hurting or anything like that. So I hope this video was helpful to you. If it was helpful to you, I would really appreciate a thumbs up, and make sure you look in the more info bar below because I have like a dozen other Disney related videos or more that you're welcome to go check out. Everything from vlogs to other sit down videos like this that you can go and check out if you're interested. Other than that, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more Disney content and content about all different kinds of things as well. I really appreciate you watching and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much. Bye.